Last night at this time, Evelyn was doing her little fog dance.
Yes.
How about tonight, Evelyn?
Tonight, that was my fog dance. No fog dance. Well, there is fog out there, but there's no dense fog advisory dance. How about that? So could materialize later, but again, at this point, we are looking at fog. It's not quite as dense as last night, and at this point, again, no advisories in store. Getting a look at Long Beach, and as we do, you're going to see plenty of fog out there this evening, but not quite as dense, not quite as thick as what we were looking at last night. So with that, no advisory in store. But again, doesn't discount the fact that we are looking at fog along the coast this evening. Temperatures this evening into the 60s for the most part. 62 in Beverly Hills. Over to Encino, you're at 65 degrees. Heading over to Montebello, you're at 64. Checking in with Chino Hills, 64 degrees. Riverside, you're at 70. And finally checking in with parts of Orange County, you're currently in the 60s tonight. 62 in Santa Ana, Orange, you're at 63 degrees. And as we head over to Huntington Beach, you're currently at 61 degrees. So earlier today, we got up to 71 degrees. That's supposed to say October 18th. We'll fix that for you. Average is 78. So we were, well, pretty below average for this time of year. We're actually going to keep things on the cooler side, and then we're going to warm them up a bit. So we're going to have all of that coming up, of course, in your 5-day forecast in just a little bit. Rick and Sharon, back to you.
All right. She's going to be really busy. Get some rest.
Yes, the beauty sleep.
Yeah. Wow, how exciting. Congratulations to you if you're watching. Anyway, we've got some kind of fallish weather out there. It's nice.
It is nice out there. It's pretty mild. I haven't heard a lot of complaints. So that's good, because I get all the complaints, trust me, if it's too hot or too cold.
Your customer service for weather, you realize that, don't you?
Yes, exactly. I'm the 1-800 number for weather, but I can't ever really help.
And I can never get through to you. It's like I have to hit all the prompts. Hello, press 3, press 4. It takes
forever, and once you do, I don't really have an answer for you. No, just kidding. I always have an answer.
You always have an answer.
No, I was wrong. I didn't mean that. I have an answer, but I can't always do anything about it, right?
That backpedaling.
That's right.
I do have an answer. I meant it's out of my... I'm taking my... No, I meant it's just, sometimes things are out of my control. But I try my best to make things happen. I do take requests. All right, I'm going to take you outside right now. Getting a look at our Mount Wilson camera, you're going to see plenty of that fog out there along the coastline, starting to span inland, and this time making a nice little push into our inland valleys into the overnight hours. Low pressure starting to drop in, and with that, expecting a cooler forecast and expecting a cloudier forecast as well. In fact, today we cooled it down to 71 degrees. Average is 78, so we were a few degrees below average. There's that low pressure we've been talking about in your weather headlines. Low clouds and fog moving in, and with that, again, a cooler forecast. Cooler tomorrow. The cool down continues, but as we head into the weekend, take a look at this. Friday and the weekend mainly, we are expecting a warm up, so we're going to have that in your 5-day forecast in just a minute. Taking you to the next 24 hours though, getting down to the 60s. In morning hours, we're into the 60s, and we're expecting low clouds in the forecast in the basin along the coast into your inland valleys as well. By the afternoon, we're up to only about 73 degrees, so we're still below average for this time of year tomorrow. Santa Monica only getting up to 69 under mostly cloudy conditions tomorrow. Palmdale 82, Woodland Hills 81 degrees, so everybody below average across the board, at least for now. Futurecast set for first thing tomorrow morning. We're dealing with plenty of fog up and down the coast. No advisories at this point. Doesn't look like we're going to see any advisories, but still dealing with that fog. Pretty thick over the Santa Monica Bay, spanning along the Orange County coastline, even into the 10 o'clock hour. A little later in the afternoon, around 2 o'clock, still pretty socked in over the Santa Monica Bay, so we're calling for a mostly cloudy forecast along the coast there. Could see a few breaks in the clouds right there along the Orange County coastline, and the basin and inland spots we are expecting partly cloudy to mostly sunny conditions by the afternoon. By the evening hours, the fog pushing its way right back into Southern California. So low pressure building in, and with that, we are looking at a cooler forecast over the next few days. High pressure exiting the picture. So again, low clouds and fog, a cooler forecast as well, mainly as we head into tomorrow, as we head to Thursday, with a little bit of a warm-up as we head into Friday. So let's get a look at that Friday forecast, that 5-day forecast, and you'll see for the valleys in the Inland Empire, we're keeping it on the cooler side and then warming it up big time as we head to the weekend. Rick and Sharon, back to you.
Nice.
And looking at very foggy conditions and cooler conditions. How long will it last? We'll have all the answers coming up.
About the weather, shall we?
Yes. Even though that is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, yeah, mine too.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. But I will be happy to talk about the weather as well, or Dirty Dancing as well, one of the best movies. All right, we're going to switch gears to the weather. How about that? Because we probably all want to know what is happening. Felt a little cooler out there. And it was, and we're going to continue to stay on the cool train for the next couple of days. Then we're going to warm it up just a little bit. Getting a look from our Mount Wilson camera tonight, low cloud cover starting to filter in fact, making a push into our inland valleys. A little more widespread tonight, continuing to stay that way into the overnight hours. So radar showing you that fog. Also, looking at current conditions in the 60s, 61 in downtown, 63 in the city of Commerce. In Covina, you're at 64 degrees. Over San Gabriel, you're at 63. Riverside at 69. San Bernardino, 68. And checking in with Westminster, you're at 61. Fullerton at 63 degrees. So earlier today, we got up to 71 degrees. That was 71 degrees for downtown. You were well below average for this time of year and staying below average over the next couple of days. That's because low pressure is continuing to dominate the forecast. We're expecting low clouds and fog. We're also expecting, well, a little bit of a cool down tomorrow, possibly cooler tomorrow, and continuing to stay cool through Thursday with a little bit of a warm up in store as we head into Friday and your weekend. You'll see that in your 5-day forecast right here for the valleys and the Inland Empire. Below average temperatures and staying a little cooler on Thursday and Friday. Warming it up a good 14, 15 degrees in some spots. You'll see by Saturday and Sunday we're in the mid-90s. We're going to show you what the coast looks like and the basin coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. So stick around. Back to you.
All right.